Fellow Toastmaster, did you know that approximately 85% of the world's population struggles with low self-esteem? This can profoundly impact how individuals perceive themselves and their self-worth. When someone lacks confidence in themselves, it can be challenging to feel a sense of pride or belief in their abilities. Confidence is a vital aspect of achieving success in any area of life. Tonight, you will gain a unique set of powerful habits that you can immediately apply to boost and maintain your confidence in all aspects of your life and career. By incorporating these techniques, you will be able to discover a new version of yourself. And how exciting is that? Thomas Lynch joined Toastmasters in 2014. He is the 2022 Toastmasters District 12 International Speech Contest winner. He is an author, an award-winning inspirational speaker, a certified life and communication coach, a music producer, and an owner of the Dream to Inspire Life and Communication Coaching. Tonight, he will present a condensed version of his 90-minute workshop titled 10 Powerful Habits to Build Your Confidence in Life and Business. The title of his presentation he's delivering to become a qualified speaker for District 12 Speakers Bureau is entitled The 5 Powerful Habits to Build Your Confidence in Life and Business. Thomas Lynch.
Have you ever watched anyone who's confident and wondered, where does that confidence come from? Confident people tend to have a true sense of self, don't they? They know what they want, they know what they like, and they know who they are. Most confident people know that in order to be confident in what you do, you have to be confident with who you are. Building confidence is an inside job. And today, I will show you 5 powerful habits that will help you build your confidence in any situation. Welcome to the 5 powerful habits to build your confidence in life and business. As we begin, I want to warn you that this process will challenge you. In order to be successful with these powerful habits, it will require a commitment from you to yourself that you will do whatever it takes to implement at least one, if not all, of these habits into your daily life. Beware of the voice within that I like to call the thinker. The thinker says things like, what am I doing here? How is he going to tell me how to be confident? I will never be confident. That voice wants you to stay complacent because it feels threatened by your growth. Now, raise your hand if you feel confident about an aspect of your life, career, or business. Let me see those hands. Okay. All right. That didn't look too confident. I think I saw someone raise their hand as if to say, yeah, I guess. Let's try that again. Raise your hand confidently if you feel confident about your life, career, or business. There we go, much better. For those of you who didn't raise your hands, it takes courage to be honest. And I want you to know that by the end of the presentation, you will have new tools to help you build your confidence. Before I get started, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank you for taking the time to attend this workshop today. I'd also like to thank Tom Jameson and my mentor, Dr. Charlotte Nagel, for being what I call dream enforcers. In my book titled The Dreamer's Journey, Push Past Your Fears and Pursue Your Dreams, I identify dream enforcers as the people who show up and guide you and support you along your journey to actualizing your dreams. I'm going to share my screen with you. Can I get a thumbs up if you can see my screen? All right, perfect, thank you. Today, you will walk away with 5 powerful habits that you can start implementing right away to build your confidence so you can create the life that you desire and start a new relationship with yourself that you may have never had. If you start implementing these 5 powerful habits into your daily routine, you will be more confident. In today's society, we are facing so many challenging issues that threaten our sense of worth and self-esteem. With technology devices distracting us from our potential, and artificial intelligence taking over jobs. If you don't have the skills, the tools, or the practices in place to uplift yourself, you are going to get caught up in a vicious cycle that is negative and hard to take action. Look at your life at this moment and ask yourself, what aspect of life would you like to be more confident? Is it with your communication? Maybe it's with decision making. Maybe it's with your finances. There is some area of your life right now that if you don't build your confidence, you will miss out on a life that you could have had. First, let's take a look at confidence. What is confidence? It's a mindset. It's a belief that one has the ability to meet life's challenges and succeed. It's also a feeling of trust in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. And confident people understand that they can't control everything. So they focus on what they can control and believe in their ability to succeed. This is because confident people know that if they fail, they will learn what to do differently the next time they try. I believe lack of self-confidence is like covering your eyes and being afraid of darkness, but not realizing you're the one creating the darkness. Self-confidence is a result of the story that you tell yourself at any given moment in your life. And confidence starts within, but oftentimes most people allow their confidence to be conditional. This means that they believe that if I do this or if I have that, I will feel more confident. For example, if I have a new car, or once I have a new job, or when I have a new home. But the problem becomes, what if those things never happen? What does that do to your confidence? It's important to understand that when you base your confidence on external things, it becomes conditional, and you will eventually set yourself up for disappointment. Disappointment from broken expectations are like a piñata that's filled with broccoli. You swing and you swing, but all you're left with is a broken stick and a mean craving for a Snickers. Don't be a broken stick. You have control. As Toastmasters, we know that confidence is expressed in three ways: through your voice, your words, and your body language. So this means that you can demonstrate confidence at any given moment by utilizing these three areas, even if you lack confidence in that moment. This is known as the fake it till you make it approach. And research suggests that consciously adopting confident behaviors and mannerisms, even when you don't feel confident, can have a positive impact on your state of mind. This is because our emotions and behaviors are interconnected in a bidirectional relationship. Before I share with you the 5 powerful habits today, what I learned from my journey and from working with clients over the last 9 years is that most people have a voice within them that tries to protect them, but oftentimes prevents them from their full potential. If you remember earlier, I called this voice the thinker. I remember when I started my coaching and inspirational journey. It was 2014. I quit my job at a leading entertainment company, making the most money I've ever made in my life as a technology coordinator. It was a toxic environment, and I wanted more for my life. I had a dream to inspire. I started public speaking, and I joined Toastmasters. I wrote a book about my experience, as I mentioned earlier, The Dreamer's Journey. In 2016, that was the year that I decided to become a qualified speaker. I was living in Los Angeles area, District 52, and I moved here to the Inland Empire, District 12. I attended a Speakers Bureau meeting, and you might be thinking to yourself, wow, Thomas, that's great. But that was 7 years ago. You're right. And the anxiety of finding a mentor and a topic were just another reason why I talked myself out of it. The thinker tried to steal my dream. It said, you're not good enough. Nobody cares what you have to say. There are millions of other speakers out there. And my mom, who's very loving and nurturing and supportive, told me something that I'll never forget. 5 months ago, I decided that I would move forward with attempting to become a qualified speaker again. And I had a conversation with my mom about her past. And she told me, when I was a young girl, I had a dream of becoming a Juilliard dancer, but I never pursued it. I was too afraid. Then she said something that I'll never forget. She said, son, it's the start that stops most people. You can't have what you never start. She was right. I had to take the first step. You see, most people dream big and have a purpose to fulfill. But it's the start that stops most people. Don't allow the start to stop you. Take a moment to think about one major goal that you would like to achieve and ask yourself, what is the thinker saying? We all have something that we feel unsure about, whether it be fear, uncertainty, lack of skill, or lack of knowledge, or even a negative sense of self-worth that we allow to get in the way. But now it's time to address it with the 5 powerful habits that you can start implementing right now to build your confidence. The first powerful habit is push past your fear. Pushing past your fear may seem intimidating at first, but there are also a lot of benefits that will come from it. And you can accomplish things that you never thought were possible. And you'll be proud of yourself. With public speaking, it's said to be the #1 fear next to death. And 73% of the population suffers from some form of public speaking anxiety. I've always believed that why not master a skill that 73% of the population can't compete with? And as Toastmasters, we have pushed past that fear, or are in the process of pushing past that fear. But there are other ways. You can make changes to your daily routine. You could try a different route to work. You could try having breakfast for dinner, or dinner for breakfast, or my favorite, lunch for dessert. Yeah. Learn something new. You can go online, you can find courses online. There's a lot of content. You can discover a new hobby. But most importantly, face your fear. You have to face it to fix it. But you can't fix what you never face. Powerful habit number 2, challenge your thinking. This is going to require sharpening your self-awareness. So you're going to need to pay attention to your thoughts. What is the thinker saying? Let's take an example of delivering a speech for the first time in front of a new audience. You may feel like all eyes are on you and that everyone is making silent critiques. But thinking this way not only negatively impacts your confidence, it's just often untrue. Most people are too caught up in their own heads to be wasting their time judging you. And they're also thinking that it's better you than them who's speaking. So the first step is to identify your thoughts. I've created a thought journal, which is just a notebook with all of my thoughts. And then you document your thoughts when you feel fearful, uncertain, or you lack confidence about your goal. You want to ask yourself these questions. If you want to change the outcome of your life, you have to identify what thoughts might be blocking you from moving forward. This is important information because there are specific patterns in your thinking that you may be repeating. And this gives you the advantage to identify them so you can make corrections. Next, you want to challenge your thinking. You have to ask yourself clarifying questions. Some of those questions you see here. Is this really as fearful as it seems? Or what are all the possible positive outcomes? There is always another side to the story that you tell yourself. Powerful habit number 3, powerful affirmations. Now, this is important. Powerful affirmations. Affirmations are important because they can help reprogram your subconscious mind and overcome negative thoughts and beliefs. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself that can help change your mindset and beliefs. And when you repeat these affirmations over and over again, your mind will begin to accept them as true, and your actions will align with those new beliefs. Some of my favorites are, I'm worthy, or I got this, or I make a positive difference. I want you to take 15 seconds, if you're on Zoom, to type in the chat your favorite affirmation. If you're in the audience, share with your neighbor one of your favorite affirmations. Go ahead and take 15 seconds to do so. I am powerful. I am the best. I love it. I'm amazing. I am strong enough. Yes, it is. If it is to be, it is up to me. I love that. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Very good. I love those. I am intentional. Very good. Keep them going. I'm going to keep going due to time restraints, but keep those affirmations coming in. Powerful habit number 4, self-reflect on your accomplishments. Consider everything that you've overcome to get to where you are today. You got to give yourself credit where credit is due. Everything that you faced, for good or bad, has made you who you are, and it shows how resilient you can be. Powerful habit number 4 also includes self-reflection, taking time to self-reflect and asking more clarifying questions like, who am I as a person at this moment in my life? What are my values? Very often we try to fit within a mold of what we think society wants us to be. And with that false perception of ourselves, we can never really feel comfortable in our own skin. It's also important to be intentionally grateful. They say gratitude is the best attitude. And gratitude can improve your mood, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Grateful people are often more resilient in the face of challenges and setbacks. So spend a few minutes a day to reflect on what you're grateful for. And the last powerful habit is to take action. It's the start that stops most people. You want to break the cycle of complacency. All it takes is just one step forward to get started on your goals. And I learned that by talking to my mom, as I mentioned earlier. Don't allow the start to stop you. Now, we don't have time today, but I have a 3-part exercise that will help you define your fears related to your goals so you can build your confidence and achieve those goals. If you'd like to learn more about this exercise or about all 10 powerful habits, you can visit my website by scanning the QR code on the screen with your phone. I can also place the website in the chat for everyone who is on Zoom to make it easy for you. And look for my bookstore, where you'll find a copy of the full 10 Powerful Habits workbook, including this Define Your Fears exercise, which is available now on Amazon.com. Do you remember when I asked earlier, where does confidence come from? Well, let me remind you of these 5 powerful habits. As you can see, confidence starts when you push past your fear, when you challenge your thinking by identifying and challenging your thought process around your goal, when you use powerful affirmations and repeat them so that way you create new beliefs and actions that align with those new beliefs, when you self-reflect and take time to discover who you are at this point and stage in your life, and when you use gratitude. And last, taking action. It's the start that stops most people. Now, you've heard the 5 powerful habits today, and I would like for you to take a quick moment just to pick the top 3. I ask you to commit to taking action on at least one of these powerful habits today. Remember, it's the start that stops most people. Now, I've given you a lot of food for thought, and I know you may find it difficult to remember. So I created a handout for you to build your confidence. I'm going to also include this in the chat. If you are live there at the VA hospital, go ahead and use your phone to take a screenshot, a picture. That is perfectly fine. I want to make sure that you walk away remembering these 5 habits. And in the chat, you should be receiving my PDF right now. Feel free to take screenshots, anyone in the audience. But these are the 5 powerful habits to build your confidence. I want to thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and qualified speakers. Remember, don't let the start stop you. Back to you, Master of Ceremony. Thank you.